Welcome, seventh graders. You are on day 6 and 7 of your Rube Goldberg project, which means you are ready to build your project. And so, just to kind of recap what we've done so far, you've spent the first 3 days talking about simple machines vocabulary, learning what that is and that background information. And then, after we got a good idea of what simple machines are and different examples, you then had a day to research ideas and to gather different ways to do Rube Goldbergs and how to connect simple machines together. And then after that, the last block you had was sketching out your plan, deciding what you're going to build, and ultimately having a plan. And so we want to make sure we have that plan in place before we just start building freely. And so hopefully you have your plan in place. And so that means for day 6 and 7 right now, you're going to be building and actually making your Rube Goldberg happen. And so for now, your goal is to follow your plan. If you end up changing your plan and tweaking it because it's not working, that's totally fine. But right now, make sure you are ready to build. And with that, this is the plan that I had in place after doing some research. And so, if this is what your plan would be, no matter what your plan is, the first step is to gather your materials. Whatever you plan on using from your plan, whatever you plan on doing with your Rube Goldberg, get it all together. And in my situation with this example right here, I would then be getting my binder, Hot Wheel car, dominoes, golf ball, cup, and the lamp. After that, then, do backwards planning. And this was one of your vocabulary words where you ultimately think about what do you want your final product to be? How do you envision that working with your final Rube Goldberg where it works from start to finish? However that's going to be, backward planning means you have to figure out then what's step number one to get there. So think about what's your starting point. So for my example here, I would think about, do I want to start with my binders and getting my inclined plane and Hot Wheels car going first and then working my way forward? Or do I want to go at the end and say, this is my ending point. I need to make sure my golf ball will fall in there. Then I need to make sure my dominoes will hit the golf ball. Ultimately, there's no wrong answer, but think about what's your starting point and just go with it. Start with it, and then from there you can continuously add on to get what you envision your final product to be. With that being said, the third thing is once you get started, you're going to fail. I promise you, it's not going to work at some point, whether it's the dominoes fall, but it doesn't hit the golf ball, or the golf ball is going to roll, but it doesn't land in the cup. And obviously, your plan is probably different than mine, but at some point, you're going to mess up and it's not going to work. But don't give up. That's totally part of this project, and it's totally fine if that happens, but just have that perseverance to continue working and problem solve. That's what engineers do, is problem solve to try getting it to work and maybe finding a new idea so that it does work. And then the last thing I just want to remind you is that with your project you should have hopefully all 6 simple machines in there. And if you can get all 6 simple machines to work from start to finish, that's the aspire to do. If you have 4 to 5, that would be a should do. And 1, 2, or 3 simple machines working from start to finish is a must do. With that being said, at the end of class for today, for day 6 and day 7, is make sure you're taking pictures of your work. You can have more than one, obviously, but give proof of it, of your progress. And so at the end of your first day of building, take a picture of it and put it in your design notebook. And then do the same thing at the end of the day number 7, is take a picture, even if you're not finished at either one, take a picture of it. And then when you're ultimately done with your Rube Goldberg, take a video of your Rube Goldberg in action from start to finish and insert it into your design notebook. So for that, I'm going to show you your design notebook here, where for days 6 and 7 you are right here, and it's just simply taking pictures of your progress. The more pictures you have, that's better. And then obviously this is your final picture, and if you're doing a video of your Rube Goldberg and you need help doing that, click on this link right here, and it is a step-by-step guide of how you will get a video inserted into your design notebook. So just go one step at a time from your Chromebook, and you can see step 1, click on your camera icon on your desktop, and then just work your way through it one step at a time, and ultimately then you would have a video in here. So enjoy the building. It is fun, but have patience and good luck.